Hi, welcome to Alchemy Tarot. My name is Danielle and I'm so excited to have you here. If you're returning or if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. So excited to have you here. And today's focus is going to be on what your spirit guides want you to know right now. What do you need to know in your current situation? If there's been any kind of confusion, this is confirmation and clarification of what you need to know. So in pile number 1, we have the Everyday Witch Tarot with the clear quartz palm stone. For pile number 2, I have the Unknown Tarot with the lapis lazuli. Then for pile number 3, we have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot with the citrine point. All right, so hone in on the energy that you're feeling most drawn to from each of these piles, and I will see you at your message. All right, friends, I love you. See you soon. Bye. If you chose the clear quartz for pile number 1, this is your message. So I want to start off by saying that I am extremely honored to have you here, because what your spirit guides are wanting to tell you, what do you need to hear right now? They need to like they've been talking to you and you've been listening, but they really want to come through and tell you that you have been doing a lot of work, a lot. And it makes me want to cry. Like I'm getting emotional right off the bat. Like I'm getting a lot of love from your spirit guides, because you are turning into the definition of what it's like to be a light being on earth. That's what I'm getting. And I'm being brought, like I feel tears coming forward, because you have been in a situation in your past where things were not exactly what you've envisioned for yourself. Things were not happy in your past, and somehow you have taken every hardship in your past and have made the most of it. And it makes me want to cry. It's just so beautiful that you have taken something in your past, whatever it connects with you, whatever has happened in your past, you made the most of it. You said, hey, here is the experiences from heartbreak. Here are the experiences from unstable finances. Here are my experiences from, mental neglect or however it resonates. You have taken whatever has happened in your past and you have made lemonade. That's what I'm thinking of like you've taken the you've taken the lemons of your life and you have made lemonade, and you have made the most delicious, sweetest lemonade that anybody can drink. And I actually think that now now you've gotten to a point where all of these situations in your past, you have made a lemonade stand. And now you've gotten to a point where now all of this wisdom that you've gained from your past experiences, now you can make lemonade out of any situation, and people are lining up because they love to drink your lemonade because what you make of life is so sweet. That's what I'm getting. And you're coming to a point in your life where the universe is recognizing this. Or maybe not that the universe is recognizing this, it's more of like your spirit guides have recognized that you've gotten to a point where like it's time for you to level up. You are deserving of a lot. You're deserving of a lot. You're deserving of some relaxation, and I'm definitely getting that here. Your calmer waters are coming. That's what I'm getting. You've been through a lot. And it's some people, they can go through some really tough times, and they can be very pessimistic about their time here on earth. And I don't believe in hell, honestly. I don't believe that exists. I think that when we pass, our souls get to rest and we go through a learning period, and then we kind of guide those people who need us, and then there's reincarnation. That's my own personal beliefs. But I do believe that there's a possibility of creating your own hell on earth if you're unhappy. And this is kind of like a testing ground for us where we can be put through some really tough things, and some people, they can't handle it, and they usually have more of a pessimistic view of life. But you are different. You are completely different from those people. You are resilient, and you have made the most of your situations. And the universe likes to honor those people because you are a star. You're a star to other people. People see you and they see hope, and you're needed in this world, and the universe likes to recognize that. And what happens is the universe really likes to honor those and give back to those who are really resilient and have the purest intentions. And I just want to call out that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. And major arcana cards, just to kind of give you some insight, if you're not a tarot reader yourself, because I have an inkling that you are a very intuitive person, a very spiritual person, so you might be doing tarot yourself. But if you don't, what this means to me, when you have major arcana cards, as a tarot reader, that is a major shift in your life. And usually, I mean, when you have one in a spread, it's a big significance, but you have them all here as a signifier for you. Your past was positive. You have the Magician. So you've taken those hardships and you made them the best that, like those situations, you made something beautiful come out of that. We've got the Death card. The Death card to me is one of the best cards because you have killed the old self. You've killed the ego, and you are now going forward to be someone new. And I can't help but see that by killing the old you have opened up this new door here that's highlighted. That's what I'm getting. You've cut the ties, and now you're able to go towards that door. And you know what I'm getting? Like, it was really scary for you. Maybe there were some things in your past that were really scary, and yet you still pushed past it. And that takes a lot of courage. And again, I'm getting so emotional. I feel it in my heart. I feel that you overcame so much. So I don't know what you've been through, but recognize that what you've been through was not easy. And your resilience is going to be honored and rewarded. That's what I'm getting. And at the core of it, you just wanted to be happy. You were searching for kind of like the key to life. What is life if it's not happiness, right? And you questioned that. And that was at the below the surface for you. And that's what pushed you through the scariness. And you now are coming to an end of a cycle for your life. You are going to be experiencing something really pivotal. I mean, pivotal, and the most honorable way. And what's going to come out of that is you're going to be a master. You are going to be a master of your emotions. You are going to be able to go through life and experience extremes and extreme highs and extreme lows, and be able to balance those out. And you know what I'm getting is, like, you're going to be a teacher for those people who are experiencing the extreme highs and the extreme lows. You're going to be the alchemist between that. You're going to blend the two. You're going to see situations. People are going to come to you for guidance, and you're going to see these situations, and you're going to have so much wisdom because you yourself have been through the past of similar experiences. And from there, from your profound insight, you are going to be able to help those balance their emotions, balance situations. And that's not an easy task to have. And yeah, I'm just getting that. Like, you're going to be a teacher for those people. Going back to that idea of you being a light, people are going to be really drawn to your light. And that's what I'm getting here. I've got the pioneer. So, what I'm getting out of this is maybe not many people in your life have been this resilient. If they have, they still probably haven't reached a high level in their life. And what this is trying to tell me, and what I need to tell you, is that you are a pioneer for this in your life. You probably have been with really resilient people in your life, but what's special about you is that you're going to make something and manifest something so magnificent that honestly people are going to see you and they're going to be like, wow, do you remember when this person was this age and they didn't do much, or we didn't think much of them, and now do you see them? I can't believe it. That's what this means. You are going to be this person. You're going to be a pioneer for your own family. That's what I'm getting. And you're getting to a point in your life where you recognize that you have something special. You recognize that you have magic. That's so admirable. You know, we all have magic within ourselves, but a lot of us struggle with limiting self-beliefs. And you've gotten to a point where you're like, no, I've got the magic. I can make anything happen. And you're willing to make that magic happen in your favor. And so Spirit really wants you to kind of, they're wanting you to hone in on that energy of like, you are making magic happen right now. And I think right now I've got the Six of Pentacles. So it could mean that you have somebody in your life who's been giving you kind of insight. But if not, this is what I'm getting. You are somebody who people seek like information from. That's what I'm getting. You've gotten to a point where you're leveled up and people are like begging for your insight. That's what I'm getting here. They're begging for your insight because you are so intuitive. You have made the most of your situations, and people now are like, can you help me out with this? Oh, hey, can you please like give me some guidance on this? And you're like, yeah, sure. And because you have a light to you, you know that you have something that you can give to others. And the Spirit wants you to know it. Want you to know that you are mastering so much more than you think. Because I've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles here. So you are mastering mental health. You are mastering your mind. You have learned a lot. And you are also mastering how to manifest your material world. And even though your situation probably isn't ideal of like what you want right now, just know that you have every skill that is required to bring forth something that is in the material sense, that it's like, I'm drawing a blank right now, but you are going to be able to be those women that you admire, right? Like if you admire, I don't know, I personally always admire what Oprah Winfrey has done for herself, because she was somebody who had a late start in her life, and then she manifested being a billionaire. I mean, I don't know if she's a billionaire, but I'm sure we all know that she's very wealthy. And so to you, whoever that person is for you, just know that you have the same qualities. These people are not just like they were regular human beings like us, and you're recognizing that you have those same qualities of being a human, but nothing's going to stop you. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. Yeah. And something about Seven of Cups is here. Oh, and then the Queen of Wands. Wow. The Queen of Wands is here too. But I think it is interesting that the Seven of Cups is here. So they're trying to tell you, like, don't be swayed by a lot of things. Like, you're probably focusing on like so many things right now, and maybe take a rest and focus on one thing at this time, because I did pull one tarot card out of another deck just to bookmark this book to read for this card, and I got the Seven of Cups here too. So that is another message coming through of like the Seven of Cups. You feel like you have a lot of things that you need to select from to be successful. Yeah. Here, let me ask for some more clarity on this, actually. Let's ask some clarity. Spirit, what is the Seven of Cups here for? Spirit, what is the Seven of Cups here for? Please, can you give me some clarity? Let's try this. Oh, that was not a good shuffle. Okay. Ten of Cups. So what I'm getting from here is like you are trying to find that fulfillment for you and your family, but you're like questioning, where do I start first? Where do I start first? Yeah, that's what I'm getting from here. You're wondering like, what do I need to do? Okay, let's see. Maybe we can get some advice. Spirit, can you give some advice about how to not get overwhelmed? That's what I'm getting. Maybe you're getting a little overwhelmed because you know that you have all of this power to bring forward something. Page of Pentacles. Oh, and there's a crossroads here. So there is, I'm going to pay attention to the flip a coin. He's flipping a coin and there's a map in front of him, but he's still looking ahead. Oh, so he's flipping a coin and then there's a map in front of him, but he's not paying attention to either of those. Like, you know, when we flip a coin and we're like, okay, that's it. This is what we're choosing, but he's not even paying attention to that. He's not even paying attention to the map in front of him, but he knows that there's something ahead. So whatever you have in your heart of what you want to do, what it's telling me is like, listen to your heart. Keep listening to your heart. Keep focusing on that. And whatever outside external things that are happening that are distracting you, just still continue to oh, okay. So if there's a lot of things at work, or if there's a lot of things happening family-wise, don't lose focus. So if you have something on your heart of like career, like maybe a career change, or maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that could be distracting. Whatever comes to your mind, however it connects to you. What Spirit wants you to know is like, don't be distracted by outside things. That's what I'm getting out of that. I'm not going to read too much into it. Maybe I am doing that myself of like trying to find all of the answers. Don't think about finding all of the answers. Just focus and have that intuition and just keep moving forward. That's what they're getting out of that. And right now, something that you do need to focus on is resting. Giving your body some rest, and giving your mind mental rest as well. That's what I'm getting. And maybe that's what this let go is. Maybe let go of things that are heavy for you right now, because you have been through so much. You are requiring some rest. So let go of those things. because you can't shine your light and give, the lemonade to everybody if you are not rested, right? You need to take a vacation. You need to close the shop sometimes. That's what I'm getting out of there. Now, I did have this one card here. It was called the Starseed, sorry. And I wanted to read this to you. The right seed always blooms, just as an acorn is blueprint to grow into a mighty oak tree. You too carry the seed of the universe within yourself, ready to spring forward. The word, it's leaving me on how to pronounce this. So I'm so sorry. I hope that you don't think less of me for mispronouncing this. Sorry for messing up the pronunciation. The word entelechy means the fullest realization of a thing, and that's what you have within you. It's like your high self guiding you to thrive in the greatest mythic story unfolding. So the greatest mythic story unfolding, that's what I've been feeling. You have so much potential. You have so much potential, and it's just growing within you. That's what I'm getting. I was thinking about, my boyfriend and I went to go see Ariel today, and I was just thinking about, I believe her name is Chloe, and how amazing it is that I'm sure she probably watched Ariel as a young girl herself, and it's kind of crazy how the world has kind of shifted to where she is now Ariel, and she's playing a role that millions of people get to see. So now in your world, what I'm getting is like, maybe there's a point in your life where you were somebody young. Let's just use an analogy of like a business, right? You probably were close to somebody who owned a business, and you always thought like, wow, how could they ever do that? That's amazing. And now the world has shifted to where now you are the business owner. That's what I'm getting. And you might not resonate with the idea of having a business, but however it can connect, you are now on the other side. You are the person who people are going to look up to and be like, wow, but at some point in your own life, you used to look up to people, but now it's your turn. You're going to be that person. You're going to be the people that are like, wow, how'd they even get there? Well, it's been hard work. It's been manifestation. It's been shedding the ego. You had an ego death and you made the most of your circumstances. That's what I'm getting here. So what did you need to know? All of this hard work that you've done is not going like unseen. Your spirit guides are applauding you and cheering you on, and you've done so much work, and what's to come is a potential for something so great. That's what I'm getting here. So I am insanely honored that your spirit guides have brought you to receive this message today, and I hope that this really resonates with you. I'm honored that you're here to receive this kind of message. And I'm really excited to see what you guys do. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're gunning for. That'll kind of give me some kind of inspiration. But yeah, definitely leave me a comment if this resonated. If you don't want to leave a comment, give me a like or give me a follow for more content like this, because I love giving messages like this to you guys. I'm really honored. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. And yeah, I hope that you liked your message. All right, friends, I love you. Bye. Hi, my pile number twos. So if you chose the lapis lazuli, this is your message. So, my friends, so what I'm getting right off the bat is that you're afraid to move forward from an old past life of yours. I'm seeing a lot of potential right here. Your spirit guides are coming through saying that you have potential to be someone who exceeds your own expectations, but there's not a whole lot of effort to leave your past in the past. And I am seeing that there probably was a past for you that was kind of like codependency here, something that is bad for you. I don't know how to describe that, and I feel like if you do really resonate with that, you do know what I'm talking about. But there is a sense that there was something in your past where you knew that if you continued to give your life up to this thing that was not serving you, it was not going to be good. And so you did move forward, but I feel like you have this like imposter syndrome right now. You are still kind of clinging to your old self, who was probably not the best version of yourself. And part of you still thinks that you are that person, that you will always amount to be that person who wasn't destined for greatness. And right now you are going through, if it resonates and if it connects, that you are going through a imposter syndrome situation right now. And ultimately what that's doing is holding you back. This internal fear of not being good enough or not being a good person is holding you back from your fullest potential. And I'm getting the sense that you do have big dreams, big wishes for yourself of like who you can be, and it's here. I want you to know it's here. You have the 9 of Cups here. So you have a lot of potential. What you've dreamt of for yourself is on its way. And I think that's what you need to know. This is what your spirit guides are telling you. You have a lot of potential and your dreams are going to come true. And I feel like the dream is really tied to who you are as a person. So you know that you weren't your best version of yourself in the past and you want to be somebody greater. Well, my friend, it's coming. It is coming. But what you need to do is you need to let go of the past, because I have the 10 of Swords here. It's an end of a cycle. The people who have hurt you, the thought processes that you had, the limiting self-beliefs that you had, it's done. You know that you have great potential and you need to move forward, because what's to come is going to really bring forward a new life for you. You have really good intentions. I mean, I can just feel it. If you're here just trying to find some guidance for yourself, you have really good intentions. And there are people in your life who don't. I'm getting a sense that there is somebody in your life. I'm getting a really strong message that there was somebody in your life who would tear you down. They, through their actions, this is what I'm getting, like they themselves never took care of you. And I'm getting like a strong sense that it was like a spouse or a significant other, or maybe just a toxic friend. However it connects to you, there was somebody in your life, even maybe a family member, who constantly wanted to tear you down because they themselves weren't feeling like they were their best versions of themselves. So a way to get above that is to tear these people down. And unfortunately, you're that person. And I think a lot of that mental like the limiting self-beliefs that you have is stemmed to that. I think Spirit is wanting to tell you that there is some shackles to those beliefs because of what somebody has said to you. And like, you know, when I'm getting like a strong sense that you've been dealing with a narcissist in your life, and the narcissist has made you believe that you are not worth anything. And that hurts me. It really hurts me because I was in a relationship with somebody for 8 years who was a narcissist, and they really gaslit me into believing that I would not amount to anything. And I believed that, and it makes me want to cry because that's not a way to live. You know, we need to live to our fullest potential. And what your spirit guides are wanting to tell you is that you have so much potential. And if you continue to allow this person's beliefs to shackle you, you will not believe in yourself and get to get to the fullest potential. And I got the card here of let go. And this card has been showing up quite a bit today for me, and I felt called to pull it forward. And it says move forward. So it says let go and move forward. And I'm going to read you what this card says about the move forward. This is what I'm getting here. It says, you are being encouraged to let go and release the skeletons of your past, constantly shifting back and forth between better or harder times only takes away from today. Constantly resurrecting situations and circumstances that are long gone only serves to take away from this moment. You exhaust valuable energy holding on to frustrations that keep you tied to the memories of your past skeletons. Being in this state of mind is no different to keeping you locked in one chapter of a book. This book never ends due to your inability to move forward. Moving forward physically is not the same as moving forward mentally. Although your physical body carries you through to experience each day, your mind lingers and holds on to the past. So yes, I mean, really, yeah, you gotta embrace those experiences and learn from them. Being with someone who is not serving you is actually something that you can use as a leverage. Now you can teach others who have been shackled to those limiting self-beliefs that have been taught to them. You have removed yourself from it, or you're trying to remove yourself from that, and what's going to come out of that is experience. And from there, you'll actually be someone else that other men and women can look up to, and you can give guidance to them. And it's coming. Like, you are going to be somebody who is going to be very admirable, and you're going to regain consciousness of true, real emotion. This person has taught you fake emotions. You will get to a point where you'll be able to have hindsight, where that person was really manipulating you, and you actually will be able to be someone who can now understand the green flags and the red flags when you are encountering somebody new in your life. And it's because you're going to be working really hard going forward. They're saying that you're going to be working really hard. But also, in addition to that, if you continue to work really hard, expect your spirit guides to work really hard for you. Together, if you are working really hard, your spirit guides are going to mirror, and they're going to help you kind of leverage you into a better path. That's what I'm getting here. They really want to make sure you know their presence is there, and they're working really, really hard for you, as long as you work really hard. Because the same like what I think of is like manifestation. Manifestation is 50% hard work and 50% magic in my eyes. So you have to put in some work in order to allow the magic of your spirit guides to come forward, and then they can bring something beautiful. So just know that it's the more you work, the more your spirit guides are going to work for you. And this person, just know, I've got the Justice card, and I can't help but think that there's going to be a lot of justice in your life for this person. Now, you might not be able to see it because maybe you'll get to a point where you will never talk to this person again, or you won't be in constant communication with this person anymore. And justice is going to be served. I think of like the karmic balances. This person's going to go through a life where they're going to realize the effects that they had on your life and other people. And they're going to go and have a really tough time learning these tough lessons. And you yourself, you're going to be on a much easier, breezier path than them because you had good intentions. That's what I'm getting out of this. So what your spirit guides are really trying to tell you is to move on, continue to work really hard. You will see the fruits of your labors. I mean, you have the wish fulfillment card here, my friends. You just have to let go of the past here. You have to let go of the past. And you don't have to continue to revisit those hard emotions all the time. Like, you don't have to. I think of a grave. Like, why would you go to a grave of something that's been dead and then dig it up and then dance with it, right? Like, why would you do that? You can't really do that because it's a little icky, you know? And just know that what's to come is going to be extremely worth it. And I'm getting the sense that there is going to be some new love potentially coming through, but you have to work through the darkness of what this person has done to you in order to make space for that to come through. So if one of your wishes was that true love would come, because I am getting the two fish here, if one of your wishes is for true fulfilling love to come through, then that's going to come through, but you have to put in the work for it to come through. And from here, I've got the dilettante come through. So really make sure that when you put your heart to something, put full effort into it. You got to put a lot of work into it. So what did you need to know? You need to know that you need to leave this person, those experiences in the past. You have a wish fulfillment coming. You have great potential coming, and justice is in your favor. That's what you need to know. And you need to know that your spirit guides are with you every step of the way, and they themselves are working really, really, really hard for you, my friends. So keep trucking along, and just know that great things come from that, because I remember I too was shackled by the limiting self-beliefs of a narcissist, and I honestly would have never been able to do tarot and lived my life fulfillment if I had ever believed what my ex had told me. So even if it's not an ex, like, just believing in somebody who didn't believe in me held me back. And then I shed that, and now I am a new person. So expect the same, my friends. You have so much potential, and your spirit guides want you to know that. And I think you know that. But your wish fulfillment is coming. You just got to put in a little bit more work, my friends. So that was a really good reading. Let me know if this connects. And if not, just give me a like or comment for more content. Or follow for more content like this, my friends. All right. I love you. Bye. Hi, if you chose the pointed citrine, this is your message. So my friends, I have a really strong message coming through of you finding your power, because you were somebody in your past where you were more of like somebody that shied away from a lot of conflict, or you were somebody that shied away from being in the spotlight. That's what I'm getting here. But now you're trying to be someone who demands a presence. You are trying to be someone who can communicate and communicate in a manner that demands attention. And I was originally having a really hard time trying to speak to this pile, and I'm getting the sense that you struggle with that. There might have been like some low self-esteem issues in your past, or you're self-doubting, or you have been, like the opinions of other people have really hindered you from being this powerful, demanding person. And this is not just like, I'm not talking about somebody who's like misogynistic or, anything like that. I think you really desire to be understood in a very eloquent way. And you want to gain wisdom. You want to know how to speak to people in a very eloquent, informed way. And I think you're on the path of that. I think that your spirit guides really want you to know that you do actually have, you do have a lot of experience to kind of give you that platform. You are someone who has a lot of passion and you're trying to connect with it. And you might have moved away from something. I'm getting a relationship or just something that has happened. Like you've had something big happen to you in your life where you're kind of moving forward from it. That's what I'm getting here. Because I have the Six of Swords. You're moving to calmer waters. So you might have had a rocky past, and that might be what's telling me about this Nine of Wands. Maybe somebody was in your life that really made you not feel like you were powerful. Yeah, and you moved away from it. Now you want to find yourself. And I want you to know that you are doing a great job. If that resonates, you are doing a great job. Your spirit guides want you to know that you are doing a fantastic job. You are on the path of finding your power. You moved past something that was really difficult and actually had a lot of potential to give you a lot of limiting self-beliefs, but you've moved past it, and your spirit guides want to tell you, hey, you've been doing a really good job. You've been healing yourself, and you've been getting rid of these destructive impulses here. Yeah. You have been facing your fears. Your spirit guides want you to know that you've been facing your fears. Really good. But here's the thing though. Yeah, because I've got the Ten of Swords here. So with the Six of Cups in its reversal, I'm getting the sense that you are still kind of living in the past. And I remember in pile number 2, they had a message of, if you constantly read the same chapter of a book, if you constantly are reading that, you'll never get past it and you'll never get to the second chapter. So be mindful of living in the past too much, because you'll never get to move forward. And know that hurt, yes, it really hurt. Whatever has happened here that made you move forward to find your power, it's been done. It was an end of a cycle. You now need to move forward. You need to move past that. Leave what has happened in the past, and you will need to move forward in that cycle. It's done, and now you're on a new path where you're going to find yourself. I mean, this is impressive. I've got the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. They're all kings. I mean, and what's crowning you is a major arcana card that is the Emperor. And there's so many male figures here. You're really trying to bring forward this divine masculine energy. And maybe this is an energy for you to bring forward your divine feminine. Ooh, yes. Like you are trying to bring forward your divine feminine. Oh, wow. Yes. You're trying to find this new energy to bring forward your counterpart. That's what I'm getting. You're healing yourself. You're trying to be this supporter person, and you're going to transform. You are going through a process of transformation, and you're going to be shining. You're probably transforming to bring forward some of this confidence that will draw your divine feminine to you. That's probably something. There's a lot of shining, coming through. So you're trying to find your light, and it's in hopes of finding your divine feminine. Because you've been getting this energy, this calling that there's something more out there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You've been getting intuitive messages that there's something more out there. You've been out in sea on your own. You've moved past something, and now you're out on sea and you see a light and you're like, it's calling you. You're answering the call. And it's like drawing you. It's intuitively like, like something's pulling you. That's what I'm getting. Something's pulling you, that there's something more. And I actually think that if you're in a twin flame situation, or if you're not, you will be finding a person who is meant for you. And you have this like pull that's been calling you to ask you to work harder and bring forward this strong masculine energy, because you have somebody waiting for you. Your spirit guides want you to know that somebody's waiting for you, because you need to be a strong male energy for another strong female energy. That's what I'm getting. And you've been going through a process where you're healing yourself and you're trying to free yourself of other people's opinions, and that's necessary for you to bring forward someone who's going to be your counterpart. And that's what I'm getting here. Oh wow, something you don't know? Oh wow. So yes, your spirit guides are gonna give you a new opportunity of love. It's gonna be handed to you, but you need to be ready for it. You need to be that strong male figure. And once you accept it, you can go through the arches, and then something beautiful will be on the other end of that. It's leading to a new path, but it is going to be a challenge, I want to say. Like, this is not going to be easy. And we do have the Tower card here. The Tower card in its reversal. So let me go ahead and pull some more cards. Let me see if I can get some more clarification of what this Tower in reverse means. Let's see. And I've got my miniature tarot cards. Let's see. Let's pull some cards. Let's pull a card. The Hermit. Yeah. And it originally came out in its reversal. Interesting. Okay, let me pull one more card. So what I'm getting from the Hermit in its reversal is like, be careful not to seclude yourself too much. Yeah, the Hierophant in its reversal. So be mindful. Don't isolate yourself too much, and don't conform in untraditional ways, however that connects to you. And these are major arcana cards. Like, all of these are major arcana cards. So you are going to be impending a big shift pretty soon. That's probably just like a sign to you of like, there might be a little bit of a shift that's going to be happening, or a big shift. Oof. They don't want you to isolate yourself anymore. And maybe your traditional, what you've normally, you might have to think outside of the box in terms of like relationships. Yeah. Maybe who comes forward is going to not be your ideal person. And you might have to open yourself up to the idea of something that's not very traditional, or at least open up yourself to the idea of someone that's not fitting the bill for you, or like fitting your traditional checklist. It's going to be a big change, something that you've never experienced before. Somebody that comes through, I feel like they're going to be someone who you're not used to, but it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a good thing. But what Spirit wants you to know is that you still have a lot more work to get to this point. This beautiful, beautiful love, this radiant love that's going to come forward and is owed to you, basically, it's coming. But you're going to have to do a lot more work for yourself. But I have been seeing that you are doing a lot of work, but you're going to have to do a little bit more for it to come forward. That's what I'm getting. So I am curious. Let's see what kind of advice you need to kind of bring this love to come forward. Let's see what else you can do to help yourself bring this love forward. You have a divine feminine coming in. That's a strong message. You have a divine feminine coming in. Let's see. What can you do to bring the divine feminine to come out? Let's see. Spend time in nature. Retreat from your busy life and connect with the wildlife and Mother Earth in its raw and beautiful form. Yeah. Now, I don't want you to isolate yourself too much, because I do have the Hermit card in its reversal. So spend some time in nature with some friends. That's what I'm getting. Because you probably feel your most authentic self. And you probably, that's how your spirit guides come to you, is spending time out in nature. Let's see what else. Find your truth. Perhaps you've been misguided by falsehoods. Now is the time to shine a light on what speaks to your heart and soul. Yes, there's shine here. And what has happened in your past, you weren't speaking your truth. And now you're trying to learn how to speak your truth. You're trying to be your most authentic self in its highest masculine form, and you need to honor it. If you've been feeling called to be more of that masculine energy, go towards it. Speak your truth. You've been misguided by falsehoods. People have been making you believe that you cannot be who you want to be. And it's time for you to shine your true light. It's time for you to be your most authentic self. Oh, it's interesting. I want more information on what you should be expecting for this person that's coming through. I really want to know. Spirit, I want to know about the divine feminine that they should be expecting to come through. Can you give me some insight? What should they be expecting, Spirit? Interesting. I am so curious. What should you be expecting? Mystic. Revels in intimate union with the divine. So the person, interesting. This person is going to believe in spirituality just like you. And maybe that is something that you weren't used to. Maybe you were used to people who have that traditional sense of ideology, maybe more of the Christian sense, but you will be with somebody who's going to be more of that spiritual realm. They might even be psychic. That's what I'm getting from here. So that might be something that you're not used to. Being with someone who's very intuitive. Being with someone who is really, really close to source. And maybe that's something that you need for yourself. I want to get another card. What is some other ways that you would describe this person, Spirit? Poet. Light attribute. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Oh man, wow. So the divine feminine. Oh, wow. I keep getting like, there's masculine energy here and there's feminine energy here. That's a sign. Like, you definitely have a divine feminine coming through. And he, however it resonates, they are going to be very intuitive. They're going to be very connected to source. They're going to be able to talk to their own spirit guides, and they will teach you how to speak to your own spirit guides. And they are going to be someone who knows how to speak from their heart. And it's going to be something new for you. They're going to be able to speak love. They're going to, like, when they send text messages to you, it's going to be very beautiful and heartwarming, and it's going to make your heart swell. That's what I'm getting from here. They will talk to you like sweet nothings, and they will love you for inside and out. It's going to be something refreshing. It's going to be a breath of, it's going to be a breath of fresh air. Wow, that's really beautiful. Oh man, that's so exciting. I'm so excited for you guys to receive love, because divine feminine, she's going to be intuitively knowing that there's somebody coming. And that person's going to be you. And you yourself need to work on your divine masculine energy to be the soul partner for this person. And you're really being called higher by your spirit guides to really own your power and let go of your past. And this calling has been tugging at your heart, and this is your confirmation that your intuition was correct. This is your confirmation. There is someone, your divine counterpart is out there, and they're waiting for you. And divine timing will bring you two together. That's really beautiful. Oh wow, really, really, really beautiful. So that's so exciting. I cannot wait for that to happen for you guys. I hope that this message connected with you. If it resonated, leave me a comment, give me a like, or give me a follow. I'm really honored that you were here today to receive this message. So that's what I have for you guys, and I love you. All right, bye friends. Bye.